United Nations World Meteorological Organization's preliminary data shows that the world just had the hottest week on record, with unprecedented sea surface temperatures and record low Antarctic sea ice extent. Experts say the record-breaking temperature on land and in the ocean have potentially devastated impacts on the ecosystems and the environment. They highlight the far-reaching changes taking place on Earth's system as a result of human-induced climate change. Yahya Jammeh reports.
Alarm bells have been ringing at the United Nations agency, in particular because of an unprecedented peak in sea surface temperatures in the North Atlantic. Experts from the World Meteorological Organization on Monday stressed that global sea surface temperatures reached a record high in May, June, and July, and the warming El Nino weather pattern is only just getting started. Omar Badur, Chief of Climate Monitoring at the World Meteorological Organization, considers early July to be the warmest week ever recorded.
The first week of July, starting from 4th to 7th, could be considered as the warmest period or the warmest week ever recorded. Daily June temperature in the North Atlantic, as you can see, is dramatically high compared to the past behavior of that area. So we record an unprecedented peak of temperature in that part of the world.
The World Meteorological Organization's experts added that daily June temperatures in the North Atlantic had been dramatically high, while Antarctic sea ice levels reached their lowest extent for June since satellite observations began. Mr. Badur added that heavy precipitation may lead to casualties, displacement, and others.
When you have a tropical cyclone, everything is affected on the shores, including fisheries, but also including inland, with heavy precipitation that could lead to casualties, displacement of population, and so on. So if we say that is a dramatic change, that means also dramatic likelihood of extreme weather and climate event.
Michael Sparrow, Chief of WMO's World Climate Research Program, describes the cause as unprecedented.
It really is completely unprecedented, this kind of reduction in sea ice that we've seen around the Antarctic. The Antarctic region is normally thought of being relatively stable. It's much colder than the Arctic. We're used to seeing, these big reductions in sea ice in the Arctic, but not in the Antarctic.
At a shocking 17% below average, this year's reading broke the June 2020 record by a substantial margin and represented a dramatic drop in the sea ice extent, some 2.6 million square meters of lost sea ice. Just last week, WMO announced the onset of El Nino, characterized by the warming of the Pacific Ocean, combined with the man-made greenhouse gas effect. The weather pattern is expected to make one of the next 5 years the warmest on record. Reporting for Eyeafrica News, I am Yahya Jammeh.